Welcome back to everything you need to know about Nocatee 20 Mile. This is part 2 on the first section video. You can catch it if you have not watched it already on the description below. There'll be a link, or at the end of this video, there'll be a suggested video, part 1, everything you need to know about 20 Mile here in Nocatee. We covered some of the resident neighborhoods that you can still build today, even the waterfront river landing properties. And in part 2, we're going to go ahead and show you some of the original communities. One of them are my favorite, 4,000 to 6,000 square foot homes. And then, of course, the affordable entry points in the village, which is the original development community here in 20 Mile. So let's get after it now. Okay, so we're gonna head out of the ranch and head up over to the Junction here across from Colony Settlement and River Landing. You don't hear a lot about the Junction because you don't get a ton of resales in there. It's a really popular neighborhood. I thought it was next to the ranch, but I forgot the hammock right there. Those 9 homes are right in between. But the ranch is 80-foot lots by David Weekley and Dosty, and the Junction is 60-foot lots by David Weekley and Dosty Homes. And you don't get a lot of resales, like I said. There's only 48 homes. They started in 2017 and they finished constructing them in 2020. The homes run between 2,500 and 3,500 square feet. And just so you know, I have all these neighborhoods and their information on a PDF with their sizes, builders, square footage. So if you'd like a copy of that and you're still watching this video, if you look down in the description below of the video, I'll have my email and my information. Shoot me an email and I'll go ahead and request a copy of all the neighborhoods in 20 Mile overview, and I'll send you a copy gladly. So if you'd like a copy of that, let me know. Just shoot me an email and I'll get it out to you. So let's get back into the Junction here. Again, there's not always a ton of resales in there, not a lot of homes. There's only 48 homes, but really nice floor plans, really popular. The last 2 homes sold in July of this year. We have nothing currently listed in there. This one right here is a Dosty home. I believe it's 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,321 square foot, built in 2018. Let's take a look inside. It's a 3-car garage on a preserved lot. Again, even though the lots are smaller, they build upwards in 2-story homes. So again, these nice, gorgeous sliders that open up to a preserved lot. And again, another popular light and bright Dosty floor plan. Gorgeous home, sold for $1,150,000, which is an excellent price. Kind of reminds me of the settlement, which I talked about earlier, which is a Toll Brothers ICI. You've got these high ceilings and makes the home feel really open and large. Gas stoves. Again, Dosty does a really nice job with these floor plans. The other one that sold also let's see, when did this one sell? Sold in July as well. And this is a 2,600 square foot home, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, built in 2019, and 60-foot lot. And it sold for $1,075,000. Let's take a look inside. Nice 3-car garage, pavers. And this one has a really nice outdoor pool. Gorgeous open floor plan. Light wood floors. Big open floor plan with the wooden beams. It's a nice touch. Very modern, clean. And again, once you get into these homes, you can tell right away from the staging that it's really well done. Lots of windows, light and bright. So even though it's a 60-foot lot, it's still sold in the 400 plus square foot range, which is pretty good. And that one does include a pool. Otherwise, the other one sold around $46 a square foot, and that one did not have a pool. So usually you'll see people getting about 100 grand more for a home with a pool. So yeah, that's the Junction. Again, only 48 homes. We're gonna go head out to the center of 20 Mile and jump over to Outlook and Crossing. Okay, now we're in the Outlook at 20 Mile. We're in the center of 20 Mile, and great location the Outlook is because it is the center of everything. It's right next to the 20 Mile Post, which includes a children's playground, fields, dog parks, and a pavilion for events and whatnot. They do have restrooms in that park, really convenient. Also, the Outlook is a quick shot to the golf cart drop off at Palm Valley Academy, just from the top here straight down. It's also not en route to school, but it is a quick drop off. Even from the further back part of Outlook, it can take you five minutes or so to get down to Palm Valley Academy golf cart drop off. Okay, so the Outlook is a larger community. It has 225 lots. You'll see 60, 70, and 80-foot lots. They started building in 2017, and they wrapped it up around 2019. Homes range between 2,500 and 4,200 square feet. The builders are David Weekley, Providence Homes, ICI, and Cal Atlantic, which is now bought out by Lennar. Again, you have quite a variety of homes here in Outlook. You have these larger preserve lots, which are 70, 80 feet here in the back end, which are those coveted lots. I'm going to show you a home that just sold on that street now. That's actually that's Outlook Drive. And then, of course, you have these interior lots, which are a little smaller. Some back up to each other. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for a deal, these lots will probably be some of your better option. And then, of course, these lake preserve lots. You have a lake and then a preserve here and here. Those are highly coveted as well. So great location, lots of opportunities there for 20 Mile. Let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent sale. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home built in 2018. It's 3,495 square foot. It was a Providence Monroe plan. Providence Homes has that foam insulation attic, and it's an energy efficient home. Obviously, this is a really nice house. It's a pool home opened up to a preserve lot. It is 80 feet wide. Beautiful preserve here with lots of vegetation. It sold in 21 days, and I can see why. It looks really good. Nice curb appeal, beautiful pool. That will run you at least 100, 120 grand. It's got a spa here in the pool with the fountains, so those are all big selling points. It was listed at $1,225 and it sold for $1,200,000 in 21 days. So nice island, few upgrades here. You notice the shiplap and whatnot, so very nice. Barn doors. This room here in the Monroe plan can be used as a formal dining room, or in this case an office. You have a large wide opening. Great floor plan. It is ranch style. I know the Monroe gives you the option of the bonus room, but this one does not have the bonus room. Nice little office here. Lots of light, very bright. Yeah, beautiful home. I can see why it sold quickly. And again, those 80-foot coveted lots, instead of waiting to build, people would jump on these pretty quickly here, especially being a central location for the Outlook. So gorgeous home. I can totally see why it sold. Nicely done. Very nice open spacious floor plan. Like I said, you'll see these homes on the back preserve lots, the larger lots, be in the $1 million range. This one specifically was sold for $343 a square foot. With the pool, that's pretty good. I would put about a $125,000 value on that pool, just that alone. And you can get an interior lot for the 800 range in the Outlook. So again, if you're price conscious and you want to be somewhat close to the school, but not en route to the school, this is a great neighborhood, the Outlook. So let's go ahead and talk about the closest neighborhood to the school, and that is the Crossing. Okay, welcome to the Crossing at 20 Mile. The Crossing at 20 Mile is the most central community in 20 Mile. It's also the closest to Palm Valley Academy. It is also part of the golf cart drop-off route through the Crossing to Palm Valley Academy in the morning and pick up in the afternoons. If you haven't noticed already, these dotted blue lines here are a designated road on the side of 20 Mile Road for golf carts. Once you reach the outside of the community that you're getting to, you would then drive on the main roads of that community in your golf cart. So if you are dropping your kids off at Palm Valley Academy K through 8, you will cross through the main roads of the Crossing at 20 Mile. So if you have watched my video, What I Hate About Nocatee, I have a little video footage of how crazy the traffic can be in the morning and pick up in the afternoons to Palm Valley Academy. And I do recommend that if you are purchasing a home in Nocatee, there are 3 K through 8 schools. Make sure you have a real estate professional that understands the drop-off routes for the golf cart drop-off routes for each school. Also make sure they understand what time the starting time and pickup time for each school is, because they're all different. This way, if you don't want to be in the route to school, a home that's on the road on the route to school, that you understand what those routes look like. The Crossing at 20 Mile is the largest community in 20 Mile. It has 274 homes. The homes were built in 2016 through 2018. They're built on 40, 50, and 60-foot lots, and they range from 1,600 square feet to 3,200 square feet. So if you're looking for a smaller home in 20 Mile, this is one of the communities to check out. The builders are David Weekley, Providence, Dostie, and Cal-Atlantic, which is now Lennar. So again, on the lower price point, smaller homes, you're going to find them in the Crossing and then the 20 Mile Village. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Just so you understand the school routes, people from the west side of 20 Mile riding their golf cart for school drop-off, they're going to cut through Stone Ridge Drive to get down to Palm Valley Academy. And then those of us that are coming from the east side of 20 Mile, they're going to cut through onto Stone Ridge Drive and then continue down Stone Ridge Drive for school drop-off. Palm Valley Academy is right here. So it can get a lot of traffic on those roads. So if you don't want to be in a high traffic road, you're probably going to want to be on Whisper Rock Drive or Bison Trail, which is a cul-de-sac street, Beartooth Trail, or even one of these lots right here in Skywood Trail. Some of them back up to the 20 Mile Post, which is an awesome park with a pavilion for events, kids playground, dog parks, and fields to play ball. So that's a really great location to be. Let's go ahead and check out a house in the Crossing that sold recently. This is off of Bison Trail, that cul-de-sac street. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, just under 2,400 square feet. It was listed at $699 and it sold for $700 in 2 days. It was built in 2016, so it went under contract pretty quick, because again, these lower price homes in 20 Mile go rather quickly because there's not a lot of options to get into 20 Mile at a good price point. But let's take a look inside. It's got nice wood floors. It looks like it's a fanning model by Providence Homes, which packs a lot of room, and a nice open floor plan. You have the electric stove, an island. Again, pretty nice build for 2016. It has a really nice extended lanai into a preserved lot. Very nicely done. I can see why it sold so quickly. So a great option, and has a loft area. And then your master is upstairs with 3 other bedrooms, double vanity, tub, shower. So yeah, Great floor plan, great value if you want to get into 20 Mile. Very well done. So let's go ahead and head into the next neighborhood. Okay, moving right along, we're headed to the west side of 20 Mile, and this is really where it all began. The next two neighborhoods en route to the west side is the Point, the Island, and then the 20 Mile Village. The Point and the Island are the luxury estate-size homes. The Island is gated and the Point is not. But they both, again, the Point is 90-foot lots. There's only about 27 homes on these two little streets, and they range between 3,000 and 5,800 square feet. And the home builders are David Weekley, ICI Homes, and Cal Atlantic, which is now Lennar. But these homes range from 3,000 to just under 6,000 square foot here in the Point. And then across from there is the Island, which is gated, as you can see from our footage. And the Island actually has 45 estate-sized lots that range up to 6,052 square feet. These homes were built in 2015, and the last build was in 2017. Actually, the Point was 2018, but again, they started in 2015 in the Island, and that's kind of right when the 20 Mile Village started as well. So this part of Nocatee was the beginning, or 20 Mile was the beginning of development, and the Island and the Point were the answer to these estate-sized homes. You will not see a lot of resales in these two communities, the Point and the Island. I went ahead and looked up the last resale in the Island per se, which is a guard-gated community, and I love it. If you just see from the footage the beautiful sized lots and the homes. And here is a home that sold in June. And it's a 2017, just over 4,000 square feet, and it sold for $1,550,000. It was only in the market 2 days. I do have outside footage of it when we drove by. It has these really cool garages on both sides with a courtyard driveway. Of course, these are exclusive estates. There's no pictures of the interior, unfortunately, but this is one of my favorite neighborhoods as you see us driving through here. A lot of really beautiful homes, a lot of options as far as style of home and whatnot. And again, in the Island, there's only 45 lots. And again, across from there in the Point, there's only 27 lots. So those are really exclusive communities. If you want to get in there, you really have to have someone that's on the pulse here that is ready to go and make sure your financing is in order and whatnot, because they go quickly because there's just really awesome massive lots. So that is the Point and the Island. And the Island is certainly one of my favorites here in 20 Mile. Okay, we're finally at the end here. We are in the western part where it all began of 20 Mile Park and 20 Mile Village. This is one of the larger neighborhoods in 20 Mile. It has 259 homes. The lot ranges are 40, 50, and 60 foot, and square footage is 1,500 square foot to 2,900 square foot. And again, those, if you're looking for lower, smaller square footage homes, 20 Mile Park is kind of like the Crossing. Those are the two neighborhoods where you'll find those smaller homes and lower price points. The date of builds was between 2015 and 2018. The 20 Mile Park is quite spectacular. It's where most of the people in 20 Mile and all these neighborhoods that don't have pools, that's where they've come to use the pool. They have a zero entry section of the pool that's really nice for young kids to swim in, and then they have a lap pool, as you can see here. They have a wonderful pavilion for events that you can rent out and birthday parties, and a beautiful playground and gorgeous dog park. So this is kind of the same design, if you will, they're trying to create in Seabrook Village, in that development that they're developing now in the southern part of Nocatee. Just a different theme. It'll be more of a coastal theme. If you see here, there's a lot of homes around the park. Some of them are rear entry garages with an alleyway in the back instead of a backyard. So if you like that idea or option, that would be for you. Great community. What people don't understand, or sometimes they get confused of, is back here in the 20 Mile Village section here, there's actually another neighborhood called the Village Grove, and that's where their 70-foot lots are on the back part of the community. And you'll see homes there that are 2,600 to 3,700 square foot preserve lots. And those builders then were Cal Atlantic, David Weekley, and Providence Homes. And again, Cal Atlantic being now a Lennar company. So there are some really nice lots back here. And let's face it, folks, I mean, these were built in 2015 to 2018. People call that old here because they're still building newer homes, but it's really not that old, and you can really find a great value price point in these homes. I would caution you, as always, when you're looking at some of the older communities in Nocatee, such as this one is the Village Grove. A lot of the homes are stucco back then, and if they're older homes, you want to make sure that you have a really good qualified inspector to make sure that if they are out of structural warranty, that you have no cracks in that stucco, because over time stucco can crack, and that's why builders have stopped using stucco down here in Florida, and they're now building all their newer homes with this siding, which withstands the test of time much better. But beautiful homes nonetheless. Here's one right now that is sold, just to give you an idea. This is in the Village Grove, 70-foot lot. It's sold for $951,000. It was listed at $975,000. It was built in 2015, just under 3,200 square feet, 3-car garage, and let's see. It did take a while to sell. I believe it fell in and out of contract a few times due to financing, but nice looking home, very spacious. I didn't have very good footage driving up to it, but as you can see, it was definitely updated with the gray walls, nice big open floor plan. Definitely good value for this size home. A good option if you can find that Valley Grove area. If you can find a home back there, there are some really beautiful preserve lots, and you don't mind to do a little updating yourself, you can definitely find value there. Really quick, also, you can find, like I said earlier, a smaller home in the 20 Mile Park area. This one located right here that we drove by, kind of like the crossing. You're looking for that smaller home, and you want to be in 20 Mile. This home right here, 31 Lone Eagle Way, it's sold for $600,000. It's still a high price per square foot, but this home, which we pulled up to, it's very much closer to the front by the 20 Mile Park. That one was 1,763 square feet, so just under 1,700 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 2015. It was listed at $660, and it sold for $619 back in September of 2022. So you can get into 20 Mile in the 600 range, not very often, but it is an option. So again, I hope you enjoyed this overview at 20 Mile, and if you do want a copy or a breakdown, a PDF of all the neighborhoods, the years they were built, whether they're gated or not, how many homes are in each neighborhood, what size the lots are, what are the square footage, what are the builders, check on the description below, and I will have my email address down there. Just go ahead and email and say, hey, I'm requesting all the breakdown of 20 Mile neighborhoods, and I will go ahead and email that to you.
I hope you found this video on 20 Mile informative. If you ever are thinking about moving to the area, I'd love to be your resource of choice. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. My information will be in the description below. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, press the alert buttons and the like button for me, and check out my next video, What I Hate About Nocatee and 10 Things You May Not Know About Nocatee. So I'll see you on the next video.